All right, thanks, Jeff. Hi, everybody. I'm meteorologist Jessica Conley. We are going to look at a couple severe thunderstorms that are out there right now, and there's one in particular that I'm very concerned about, and it's just to the west of Bangor right now. So you can see this storm really over Heartland right now. It's about to move through Stetson. It's moving through Newport as we speak. Detroit, also Plymouth, Carmel as well are all in the path of this storm. This storm has shown rotation within it. What that means, of course, as you know, is we could potentially see a tornado from this storm. The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for this area because of the potential for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and also, again, there is the potential for seeing a tornado with this storm. So, again, this is the severe storm that I'm focused on right now. We'll look at another one in just a second, but this storm that just is about to move through Plymouth, also Carmel, Stetson, it's moving through Newport right now, Pittsfield. There has been a lot of rotation, and I'm actually going to look at the radar on my phone, a different kind of version here. There has been a lot of rotation with this storm over the past couple of minutes. It's moving through Newport. I'm sure it's very windy in Newport right now. We could definitely see 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts with this storm as well. Really, anyone within this yellow box, this severe thunderstorm warning is for you. That includes Bangor as well. It's not going to be, in the next 5 minutes, but maybe in the next 10 to 15, potentially 20 minutes. So that is the first severe thunderstorm warning that we have out there. Again, the potential is there for a tornado to form with this storm. So please, please take this one very seriously. If you are anywhere within this yellow box here, either one of these two yellow boxes here, make sure you are inside. The place you want to be when there is a tornado is in the lowest level of your house. You want to be away from any windows. You can always, you can always keep your head covered. Again, there's not a tornado right now. There just is some rotation, and there's the potential too for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So please get inside and just be safe with this one. There's some lightning in there, and of course downpours as well. We have another severe thunderstorm warning over here. We could also see 50 to 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts with this storm. It includes Jay and Canton. It's moving through already. Fayette, Wayne, you are kind of the next ones in the path of this storm as well. This one, no rotation, but definitely strong straight line winds. Again, that's 50 to 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts possible with this storm. Again, the one I'm really concerned about, and let me put these on loop so you can see, this is the one in J, and it is a severe thunderstorm warning. So again, anyone within this yellow box, please make sure you are staying safe. And then I'm going to scroll back to this one. This is the one that we've seen rotation with in the last several minutes. So again, please just be careful. Take this one very, very seriously. I'm kind of looking at just different information on a radar on my phone. So that's what I'm doing right now. Looks a little bit better, which is good, than it did about 5 or 7 minutes ago. So good news there, but still the potential definitely there for 50 to 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts with this storm. I'm going to pause it so you can see exactly where it is right now. It's about to move through Plymouth. It's going over Newport. I'm sure you're hearing the wind howling right now. Then it's going to move through Carmel, Newburgh, you're next, and then Herman after that, Levant as well. So please be careful. Again, if you're in the path of this storm, please just be inside, be safe, stay away from the windows just to be safe with this one, because very strong wind gusts are possible. We could see trees and power lines down. I haven't seen any reports of that yet, but there's definitely potential there with that storm. So I'll zoom out again. Of course, if you live in that area at all where you're located, but it's all to the west of Bangor right now, this particular storm cell. And this one's more in the Livermore Falls, J area right now, but they are both continuing to move to the east and will do so. This one's looking a lot better as well. Yeah, I'm much less concerned about this storm than I am the one near Bangor right now. And we're also keeping an eye on the storm up near Lincoln, to the east of Lincoln, but doesn't look too bad as of right now. Yeah, so this is the biggie. Again, there have been, some signs of rotation with this storm. We've also, it looks like very strong wind gusts in the Newport area right now. Not Haven't had any reports yet. If you do live in Newport or, you know, Heartland, if you've already had some of the effects of this storm, please just let me know. Just a reminder, there hasn't been a tornado reported. We don't have a tornado warning, nothing like that, but we have seen signs that there could be rotation within this storm. So just a reminder, the safe place for you to be is inside your house, on the lowest level of your house, and definitely stay away from windows. Of course, we're going to keep you updated. I'm just going to scoot over here just so I can see if we've gotten any reports yet, although I don't think so. No, nothing yet as far as reports go. So if you have them, I'm just looking at the National Weather Service information with this storm. If you have any reports, if you're in that area and you know you've felt the wind gusts or you notice any trees down or anything like that, let me know. Of course, do not go outside at all. The storm is still in that area and it's moving through right now. Sorry, I'm just reading some information here. Moving to the east at about 50 miles an hour. Yeah, and again, there has been some rotation reported in that storm, or excuse me, it appears on the radar that it looks like there could be some rotation certainly within that storm. All right, but if you have any reports, please just let me know. I just want to keep an eye on this one. Again, if you're just joining us, hi, hello. We are watching a severe thunderstorm to the west of Bangor right now. It's currently moving through Newport. Heartland just moved through your area, but next up is Plymouth, also Carmel, Herman, Newburgh. You're kind of all next in line for this storm. Dixmont as well. Detroit, you're getting it right now. And then it's going to move on to Herman, Hamden, Bangor, and over to Holden. This storm could have up to 60 mile an hour wind gusts with it. There has been some rotation, it appears, with this storm. So we just want to make you aware of this one. This is definitely a serious threat here. Rotation doesn't look quite as bad, which is good news. Yeah, I could definitely potentially see 60 to 65 mile an hour wind gusts in here though, which is not great. That's enough to do damage. So you want to be inside, of course, with any thunderstorm. You want to be away from windows in case we have some trees falling, anything like that. We could see trees down, limbs down. We could have power outages in this area as well. But this looks like a very strong storm, and obviously it is because it's a severe thunderstorm. Let me hop on Facebook and just see. Sorry, I'm trying to look at kind of two different radars, but let me hop on Facebook and see if you guys have any reports. And if you are in the area of this storm, of those storms, I'd love to hear kind of what you're seeing and all that. Please don't go outside or anything like that, but I'm just curious if you're kind of hearing the wind and all that. Raining hard in Levant, yeah. Newport, wild out there right now. Matthew, please be safe. Stay inside, of course. Be safe. Thank you, Matthew. I see your comments here. It's not letting me scroll any farther for whatever reason. But yes, guys, let me know what's happening in that area. Yeah, still pouring in Jay. We do have another severe thunderstorm warning to the south and west moving through Jay and Livermore Falls right now. Some gusty winds certainly possible within that storm as well. It includes Livermore Falls. It's going to move on to Mount Vernon next. You're in the path. Fayette also, and then on to Belgrade and the Belgrade Lakes region. This is another severe thunderstorm as of right now. Some strong gusty winds certainly possible within that storm. There has not been any rotation, which is definitely good news. Again, this is the big storm. They're both big storms. This is the storm that we have. It appears there is some rotation within. Let me just pause it. Just starting to rain in Carmel. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, dead calm in Hampden. So not quite to you yet, Hampden and Bangor, but you're next. So please be safe. Please head inside with this. Yeah, still looks like there could be some rotation in this storm. Let me just peek and see if National Weather Service is saying anything else. Nothing right now. Yeah, I will say it looks a little bit better. It definitely still looks like wind gusts could be 60 to 65 miles an hour. The kind of like the back end of the storm is moving through Newport right now. People in Newport are saying it's wild there. Again, just stay inside, stay away from the windows just to be safe. It's pouring in Levant. Yeah, I saw this one. Rain is picking up in Bangor. Yeah, it'll keep doing that. So again, put this in motion so you guys can kind of see what's happening. Anyone within the yellow box, again, you have a severe thunderstorm warning, wind gusts 60 to 65 miles an hour, definitely possible. It still looks like there is a little bit of rotation possible within this storm, so keeping a close eye on it as well. So again, if you are to the right of this storm, to the east of it, in front of it, that's Carmel, Herman, Newburgh, Dixmont. You're all next Plymouth. I'm sure you're starting to really have a downpour there, and I'm sure the winds are picking up quite a bit as well. Then it will move on to Bangor and Hampton. Let me see if I can put kind of a time estimate. This isn't always super effective, but let me see if this is what I think. 7:15 now. No, that's too early. I mean, it's too late. Hope you guys are all staying safe. All right, they did just issue a tornado warning, so we got to get on the air. I'm going to... Yeah, so there's a tornado warning. If anyone can get us on the air, that'd be great. Thank you, Sarah. I'm going to stay right here. Mike or Ryan, if you're listening at home, feel free to help me out. All right, let's take a look at this. Okay, if you can hear me, this is where the tornado warning is for. I'm just going to keep talking. Newport, Plymouth, you are in a tornado warning. Same thing with Carmel, Newburgh, Herman. The tornado warning is for you as well. With the tornado warning, you need to be in your house. You need to be in the lowest level of your house. You need to be away from windows. You need to be away from windows. So you need to get into your house, you need to be in the lowest level of your house, and you need to be away from windows. This tornado warning right now is in effect for Newport, Plymouth, Newburgh, Carmel, and Herman. Okay, all of these areas inside this red box are under a tornado warning, so please get inside. This severe thunderstorm that we've been watching here for the last 20 minutes or so does have rotation with it. Obviously, the National Weather Service now has issued this tornado warning. Again, it includes Newport, down to Plymouth, over to Newburgh, Carmel, Etna. Herman is within this storm as well. If you are in the area of a tornado warning, you need to be inside your house. You need to be in the lowest level of your house. If that's a basement, great. If you can get into an interior room away from windows, that's where you need to be. Whether that's a closet, it may be a bathroom with no windows, that's where you need to be right now. All of the areas in this red box here, again, that's Newport, Plymouth, Carmel, Etna, Newburgh, and Herman as well. All need to be inside your house, in the lowest level of your house. You need to be away from windows. Cover your head if possible. If you have a helmet, bicycle helmet, that's great. You may want to put that on. You want to just stay away from the windows. Stay away from the windows. So inside your house, in an interior room, that might be a closet, your basement if you have one, a bathroom with no windows, that's where you want to be right now. Again, it's Newport, Detroit, you're kind of on the edge of this, Plymouth, Etna, Etna, you are pretty much right near the center of this storm. Carmel, Newburgh, Herman, you are all within this tornado warning. I'm going to move over just so I can take a look at what's happening right now with the National Weather Service. Again, I'm just going to repeat, there's a tornado warning for Newport, Detroit, Plymouth, Etna, Carmel, Newburgh, Herman. I'm sure you're hearing it on your phones. You're probably wondering what's going on. So this is what's happening. You need to be inside your house. You need to be in an interior room. That means away from the windows. If you are inside a bathroom, a basement might work, a closet might work. If you can cover your head, protect your head, you could put a pillow over it, you could put a helmet on, anything like that. I just want to make sure you're safe. So again, all of the areas within this red box now are in the tornado warning. That includes Newport, Plymouth, Etna, Carmel, Newburgh, Herman. This is headed towards, let me put a loop on this so you can see exactly what's happening. This is headed toward Hampton next. Bangor, you're pretty close to this as well. But right now the areas with the tornado warning are Newport, Plymouth, Carmel, Newburgh, Herman, Etna, you're in there as well. So I'm going to just move over. Again, if you are within the area of this tornado warning, you need to make sure you are inside your house. You are in an interior room, or the lowest level of your house, excuse me. You want to be in an interior room, away from windows. If you could get into a closet, great, as long as it's inside your house, right, not on an exterior wall. You want to be inside, you want to cover your head, you want to put a helmet on. If your kids have bike helmets and you can just quickly grab them, great. You can cover your head with a pillow. That's good too. You know, it's flying debris that are dangerous. You want to be away from the windows because something could fly through your window. Sorry about that. Let me zoom back out. I don't know what happened here. You want to be away from windows. Thank you. You want to make sure your head is covered, most important part of your body. Get down to the ground. You can keep your head covered and just stay safe with this. Yeah, it'll be near Herman around 7:35, potentially earlier than that. It'll be near Hamden closer to 7:45 in the Bangor area. Definitely needs to be aware of this one as well. Sorry, I'm just moving around over here. Okay, so you can see all of the towns. You know, if you live in Newport, Plymouth, Etna is a big concern for me right now, along with Carmel, and then Newburgh, and then Herman as well. Again, there's a severe thunderstorm there. It has the potential to produce a tornado. We haven't seen a tornado yet. We haven't seen a funnel cloud or anything like that yet. We do have reports from Heartland of large limbs down and wires down. Okay, so we obviously had strong and gusty winds in that area. We had, you know, potentially wind gusts of 50 to 60 miles an hour. We were talking just 10-15 minutes ago about how this storm may have rotation with it, and now the National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for this storm. And again, within the tornado warning, we're talking Plymouth, Etna, Carmel, Newburgh, Herman, and then next will be Hampton and Bangor. We have a little bit of time for Hampton. That'll be probably in the next 20 minutes or so, and then Bangor just after that. But again, if you are in this red box here, if you are under a tornado warning, no need to panic. What you do need to do though is you need to get inside your house. You want to be in an interior room on the lowest level of your house. So what I mean by that is get away from the windows. Flying debris within a tornado, or even just with straight line winds, is one of the most dangerous things. So you want to be inside your house, away from all the windows. So maybe that's a closet on the first floor of your home. Maybe it's your basement. You may just want to head down there for a little bit if it's possible for you to safely do that. You want to get away from the windows. You want to make sure your head is protected. That's the most important part of your body, so you want to make sure you are good there. Again, it's Plymouth, Carmel, Newburgh, Herman, also Etna. I haven't seen anything, any reports of anything. I haven't seen any spotter reports of a, tornado, a funnel cloud, nothing like that. The only report we have so far is from Heartland, and that was a little bit ago. That was 7:15, 7:13 of some large limbs and wires down. But I haven't seen anything yet in terms of, no one saw a funnel cloud or anything like that. But because of what the National Weather Service is seeing on the radar right now, they suspect that a tornado could be possible. That's all a tornado, or that's what a tornado warning means. There could be a tornado in that area happening right now. Remember, a tornado warning means, again, this may be happening right now. And obviously the National Weather Service very rarely issues these, so this is something we'll take seriously. We will be on the air with this information until the National Weather Service determines that that is no longer a threat. That may be quite some time. So again, I'm going to put this back into motion so you can see it. But what I want you to know, if you are in the area of Carmel right now, Etna, over to Newburgh, up to Herman, with even back to Plymouth, you should be okay. Probably some straight line winds though right now. You are under the tornado warning. That's all it means, is you need to be safe. You need to be inside your house, of course, the lowest level of your house, in an interior room or in your basement. Interior room just means you want to be away from the windows. You want to make sure your head is protected. Cover your head. If your kids have helmets and you can just quickly and safely grab those, go ahead and put that on your children or your family members. Newburgh, you are right in the path of this storm right now. I'm just looking at multiple radars and multiple sources of information right now, so excuse me. But anyone in this red box, you're under a tornado warning. Again, it just means you need to be inside. You need to be away from the windows. Flying debris with tornadoes is one of the most dangerous things. Again, cover your head, protect your family, of course. Put helmets on them if you can. Just checking to see if we have any reports. Large limbs and wires down in St. Albans. Yeah, that's okay. Again, a tornado warning was just issued, not just issued, a little bit ago. For all of the areas you can see shaded in the red box. We of course don't get these very frequently, so I just want you to be safe. If you're in these areas, again, Newburgh, okay, they just updated it. Here we go. It kind of, Plymouth, Etna, Carmel, Newburgh. Must have trimmed it down a little bit there. Yeah. So again, all of the areas here, I'm trying to zoom in just enough so you can see. If you're in this red box, you are under a tornado warning. What that means is you just need to be in an interior room in your house. That just means get away from the windows, cover your head, protect yourself, put a helmet on if you can. If you have kids, maybe you put a helmet on them. You can cover your head with a pillow, anything like that. Just make sure you are safe. I'm going to pause this just so we can see exactly where it is. Yeah, 95 in between Bangor and Newport is right within this tornado warning. Again, the tornado warning in effect for Carmel, Etna, Newburgh, kind of the south part of Herman. All of the areas within this red box that you can see here are under a tornado warning. Again, best thing to do right now is make sure you are inside your house. You're on the lowest level of your house. You're away from the windows. You're keeping your head safe as well. If you have a basement that you can just quickly and easily access, you probably want to head down there. Right now, again, keep your head covered. You could put a pillow over your head. You could, put a helmet on, anything like that. Again, the National Weather Service just issued a tornado warning several minutes ago now. It includes Etna, Carmel, Newburgh, kind of the southern end of Herman, Hamden. You're just outside the box, but still a good idea to certainly be safe there. Even if there's not, a tornado, there are still very strong winds with this 60 to 70 mile an hour wind gusts. There has been damage reported in Heartland of some large limbs and wires down as well. Just keep checking to see if we get any more damage reports. Nothing though. Please just stay inside. Stay inside. This storm, it's a very dangerous storm. Don't try to take pictures or anything like that. Please don't do that. Stay inside. Stay away from the windows in your house. Make sure your head's covered. We've already had reports of large branches down, so of course if you want to stay away from the windows. We could have things flying around out there. It seems like we already have power outages in that area, or I would assume, we already have power outages if we have large branches and wires down, which is a report I saw from Heartland recently. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we had a lot of power outages in that area. Sorry, I'm just checking on what the rotation looks like. It still looks like very strong gusty winds. I would, radar estimate 60 to 70 mile an hour wind gusts right now. About to head into the Newburgh area. So again, Plymouth, Etna, Carmel, Newburgh. Yeah, you're likely experiencing very strong wind gusts right now. There's a tornado warning for you in effect. Again, that's all that means is just to be inside. Be safe, be away from the windows. You want to be in an interior room of your house. Stay away from the windows. Maybe that's a bathroom or a closet on the lowest level of your house as well. Again, I'm just switching back and forth, checking a bunch of things, but there's a tornado warning still. Newburgh, if you are in the Newburgh area at all, make sure you're inside, make sure you're taking shelter. Again, there's a tornado warning. It includes Carmel. I'm sure there's very strong wind gusts going through Carmel right now. Obviously, there's downpours. You can see the lightning. Newburgh, Etna. Hamden will be next for the thunderstorm. I'm sure it started raining there already. But again, the tornado warning is what's most important here. If you are in the area of this tornado warning, I just ask that you're inside. I know you've heard me probably repeat this 1,000 times now, but it's the most important thing. We just want to make sure you're safe. And the easiest way to stay safe is to get away from the windows in your house. So Carmel, Newburgh, let me loop this again. Yeah, this actually shows it very well, which it usually does not. So you can kind of see the rotation as these, I won't go too much into this, but as these bright colors, right, the red and the green, get very, very close together, what that means is winds are actually going in opposite directions. So this is how we look for rotation within these storms. About 20 minutes ago, we were talking about this as this was moving through the Newport area, and you can see there is still some rotation. I think it was maybe a little bit more intense back in Newport, but it doesn't matter. We still have a tornado warning for this storm. There is definitely still the possibility of rotation in this storm. Of course, that's why we have the tornado warning. Heartland is where the damage has been reported. We're talking large branches down, also a lot of wires down, and you can see kind of what this looked like then. I'm going to go back to the radar just because I think that's what is more useful. So again, if you're in the area of the tornado warning, of course, that's the red box here, Plymouth, but Carmel, Newburgh, Etna also in this storm. Herman, kind of if you're to the south of Herman, you are in this storm as well. You're in the tornado warning, excuse me, as well. Hamden just outside, but I'm sure you're probably hearing some rumbles, and the rain is starting in Hamden as well. But again, a tornado warning just means you need to be inside, you need to be safe, you need to be on the lowest level of your house, and away from windows. Maybe that's in a closet or in a bathroom. You want to cover your head. You want to make sure, of course, your family is safe as well. If you have helmets, you can put those on. That's a great idea. Any way to just protect your head and protect your body. This is why we say to stay away from the windows. Flying debris in a tornado is what's very dangerous. And of course, you know, if we already have reports of large branches down, we don't want anything to come through your window or anything like that. I'm just checking to see if we have any reports or anything, but we do not. Yeah, still large limbs and wires down in Heartland. Okay. St. Albans. Let me go back to that one. St. Albans, same thing. Large limbs and wires down in St. Albans as well. Okay, so obviously damage has been occurring with this storm. Earlier we were talking about the potential for 50 to 60 mile an hour wind gusts, and they can do the same thing. So straight line winds and tornadoes, right? Still knocking trees down, still knocking branches down and wires down. So again, best right now to be inside your house, on the lowest level of your house, away from windows. That may be inside a closet or inside your bathroom. You want to keep your head covered, protect your head as much as possible. You could put a blanket, you know, a pillow, something, you know, strong over your head if possible. If you have a helmet with you, you could put that on. I would just put, you know, anything, cover your heads, cover your family's heads as well, just to, you know, make sure that if anything did blow into your house, a large limb, a large tree branch or anything like that, your head would be safe. You want to be away from all windows. You want to be away from all windows. Maybe that's in a closet in your home. Okay, so they're updating it a little bit. So what the National Weather Service is doing is just kind of trimming this down as this storm continues to move to the east. So Carmel, they kind of just cut out Etna. Carmel, Newburgh still in this as well, kind of the southern end of Herman. Hamden, you're next. You are technically outside of the tornado warning, but you want to be ready for a thunderstorm anyways with strong winds. And then of course Bangor is right here. Again, if you're in the tornado warning, even if you're in an area where, you know, within the severe thunderstorm warning, which now extends, you know, through Bangor over to Holden and Hamden, you want to make sure you're inside your house, you're away from windows. You know, if we have trees or tree branches flying around, wires or anything like that, and they did happen to fly, you know, through your window, make sure your head's protected. Make sure you're away from all the windows. Make sure your family's safe, of course. Sometimes that's in a bathroom. You may get under a bed if you're in this tornado warning. Again, here's the area with the tornado warning, but notice the severe thunderstorm warning even extends around it. The good news is that it seems like the rotation is weakening a little bit. I hesitate to say that. Hang on a minute. It doesn't matter. There's still very, very strong winds within this storm. I mean, we're talking 60 to 70 mile an hour winds within this storm, which obviously, as you know, could do a lot of damage. Away from your windows, lowest level of your house. If you can put as many walls between the outside of your home as possible. Maybe there's a closet kind of in the middle of your house. Maybe it's a bathroom. Maybe you're in a hallway with no windows in between your bathroom and your bedroom. Maybe just get in that hallway. You can get down low. You can cover your head. You can put a pillow on your head, a helmet, anything like that. A big winter jacket, maybe, anything like that, to make sure you're staying safe. The National Weather Service still has the tornado warning in effect for Carmel down to Newburgh. You'll notice the line kind of just cuts off the south end, I guess, of Herman, but it does cover 95. in that area. Hamden, you're in the severe thunderstorm warning. Same thing with Bangor. You guys want to be preparing for this now. There is no tornado warning for Bangor or Hamden. However, you want to make sure you're ready, especially in the Hamden area, in case this does get extended toward you. Just bouncing back and forth here, guys. Again, if you are in the area of the tornado warning, please be inside, away from all windows. That includes Newburgh, Carmel, Hamden. I would be prepared for this as well. If you're in the Hamden area, you are not technically under the warning, but you know, make sure you're ready for this to head to you. You want to be inside your house, on the lowest level of your house, in an interior room or your basement if possible. That's even better. You want to make sure your head's protected. You want to keep your head covered with a pillow, with a jacket, anything, you know, something thick. If you have a helmet, great. If you can quickly, especially in Hamden or Bangor, if you could quickly grab a helmet for your kid, that would be great. Or for yourself, of course. It's moving directly to the east. It's moving almost directly to the east, maybe east-southeast. I'm just trying to read through the comments. The only area that I'm focusing on right now is the greater Bangor area and areas to the west. I'm very, of course, focused on the tornado warning. I will talk about the other areas once we get through this. I know people are wondering, you know, what about their area? We'll get to that later. Right now we have a tornado warning, so that's what we're going to focus on. And again, the tornado warning's in effect for Carmel and Newburgh. Hampton, I want you guys to be ready. I want you to be in a safe spot now. I want you to be away from any exterior walls. I think, okay, good. Mike Slifer is on, thank you, Mike, is on our Facebook page trying to answer your questions as well, which I very much appreciate. We got everyone helping. It's great. Anyone within this tornado warning, of course you should be inside your house. Of course you should be away from all the windows. Anyone within the severe thunderstorm warning, you should be indoors, away from windows. This storm has brought down large branches in many locations. St. Albans, we have reports of large branches down. In Heartland, we have reports of large branches and wires down. You need to stay inside. Just talking with the other meteorologists here. They are answering your questions. If you go to our Facebook page, this is also live streaming on our Facebook page right now. I saw meteorologist Mike Slifer is trying to answer all of your questions on there right now. Again, we are just focused on the area of the tornado warning and the severe thunderstorm warning right now. And we will stay on air until the tornado warning is no longer an issue. But right now, this is what we're focused on. You are probably hearing me repeat myself 1,000 times. But you know what? If it keeps one person safe, that's all I care about. So Carmel, Newburgh, you are in the tornado warning still. What that means is you need to be inside your house. You need to be in an interior room, away from your exterior walls. You want to try to put as many walls as possible between the outside and you. So not only your outside walls, if you can get in a hallway, you know, between your bathroom and your bedroom maybe, and you can sit there and you can cover your head with a pillow for until this storm has moved out, that would be great. I highly suggest that. Make sure you're covering your head, you're staying safe there. Just watching some velocity loops here. Yeah, you guys want to just be away from your windows. Do not get near windows. You'll notice the National Weather Service has not extended this tornado warning into Hampton, but I imagine the winds there are getting pretty strong in some parts of Hampton right now. Just to your north, Winterport, The severe thunderstorm warning includes Hampden and Bangor and Holden. And again, we have at the very least, we have extremely strong winds with this. Large branches down, wires down in Heartland, in St. Albans. So at the very, very least, you're staying safe from 60, 70 or more mile-an-hour winds. And with a tornado warning, the National Weather Service suspects, because of radar images as of right now, that a tornado is possible. I'm just going to go back and forth. I'm trying to read your questions, but I'm going to leave that up to Mike. I think he's doing a great job. Heavy rain, that's fine. Yeah, so it's just Heartland and St. Albans right now. Large limbs and wires down. Again, it's a radar indicated tornado, which means no one physically saw a tornado. No one has seen a funnel cloud that we know of yet. We'll let you know if we see any updates on that. It doesn't matter. Still take it seriously again. If you are in the area of a tornado warning, you need to be inside your house. You need to be away from windows. Cover your head. Please just cover your head and keep your head safe. Cover it with a pillow, maybe throw some blankets over it, whatever you can grab around you. A helmet, if you have a bicycle helmet or anything like that, a big winter jacket, cover it with that. Anything you can find is good. Did they drop it? It looks like they did. Let's see. They let it expire. Whew, I'm happy about that. Still going to keep an eye on it. So good. The rotation looks a lot less. I hope everyone's safe. I'm going to leave you on the air with this. We'll get off here in just a second. I know something's on. We still have a severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah, you see they just refreshed it too. National Weather Service just refreshed it. There is still a severe thunderstorm warning that includes Hampden. It's kind of just to the south of downtown Bangor, but it includes parts of Bangor. Also they left out Winterport technically, but you'll likely see some gusty winds there. That's where the line is between the two National Weather Service offices. But you could still see some strong and gusty winds there. Holden and Dedham are all under a severe thunderstorm warning. The tornado warning has been dropped. So we will stay on Facebook for a little bit here, Jeff, if that's good with you. We will sign off the air for now, but we will continue to update you for the rest of the night if we have any more tornado warnings or anything like this. But if you want to still join me, we'll be over on our Facebook page right now. Thank you guys, and stay safe. If you're still on our Facebook page, okay, Jeff, gotcha. All right, we are going to sign off Facebook as of right now. Let me just give you one final update, and then we'll sign off our Facebook page. Again, there's a severe thunderstorm warning. A new one just issued. I'll post something about it on my Facebook page, and I will post something about it on Twitter. But here it is. It includes Ellsworth and Surrey, but we have a little bit of time till it gets there. But right now, Orrington up to Bangor, over to Herman, Holden. Okay, in there they just included Winterport, Bucksport, down to Prospect. So that is the new severe thunderstorm warning. Straight line winds, 50 to 60 miles an hour possible. And again, we'll keep you up to date if there's any more rotation seen within these storms. Stay inside. If you're in any of these areas, stay safe. You can keep posting your questions on Facebook. I know Mike Slifer's on there. I'll try to jump on shortly and update you on that. Other than that, you guys, please stay safe tonight. Thank you so much for joining me on Facebook, and have a good night.